My name is Mabel Rose Thompson. I'm 103 years old, and I shouldn't be alive. At least that's what every doctor I've ever met told me. For 40 years, I've eaten the same 4 foods every single day. No diet plan, no supplements, no superfoods. Just 4 simple things, again and again, morning, noon, and night. And according to everything you've been taught about nutrition, I should have been dead a long time ago. But I'm not. In fact, I've outlived 7 different doctors. 7 smart, well-educated men who all looked me in the eye and told me I was doing everything wrong with my food, every last one of them. Back in 1985, Dr. Patterson sat me down and said my cholesterol was sky high, told me eggs were gonna kill me. He put me on one of those low-fat diets with a big chart full of foods I could eat and foods I couldn't. Talked to me like I was one of my old first-grade students who couldn't follow directions. You know where Dr. Patterson is today? He's resting over at Forest Lawn Cemetery, Plot 247. He passed at 71 from a massive stroke. Me, I'm still here, still frying my eggs, still breathing, still walking around my little house every morning. Let me tell you exactly what I eat. No secrets, no exceptions. Every single day, I have 3 whole eggs fried in real butter. Not the whites only, the whole egg, yolk and all. That yellow part right there, that's where the life is. They spent 40 years scaring folks saying eggs would clog your arteries and give you heart trouble. They made it sound like I was playing Russian roulette with every bite. While I've been pulling that trigger 3 times a day since 1963, and here I am at 103 while most of them are 6 feet under. You ever think about what's really inside one egg? It's got everything a tiny chick needs to grow into a full-grown chicken. God put it in a perfect little shell and said, "Here, this is all you need." But some fellow in a white coat figured he knew better. Now people are throwing away the best part and drinking egg whites out of a carton like that's progress. I fry mine in real butter, too, the kind that comes from a cow. Not that fake spread, not that spray stuff, just honest butter. Next is my paneer, a full pound of it every day, fresh, homemade style. They told me too much dairy would give me all kinds of trouble, said it would shorten my life. I looked at the doctor and said, my grandmother ate paneer and curd every day of her life. My mother did the same. I've been doing it my whole life. None of us dropped dead from it. Maybe you ought to study us instead of those poor rats you keep feeding sugar. Paneer has protein, calcium, healthy fats, all the things your body actually needs to build muscle, bones, and even your brain. Your body is made from this stuff. I just cook it plain in my old cast iron skillet with a little salt. No fancy sauces, no complicated recipes, just good paneer and salt. A cow gives milk that turns into pure strength. That's a miracle if you ask me. Meanwhile, folks are eating colored cereal from a box with a cartoon on it and wondering why they feel dead tired at 35. Third thing, 6 small red potatoes boiled with the skin still on. That's it. They tried to scare me off carbs, too. In the 90s, they put me on some low-carb plan, and I felt like a truck had run over me for 3 straight weeks. I said, forget this nonsense, and went right back to my potatoes. A potato is energy straight from the dirt. It kept the Irish going. It kept soldiers alive in the war. It kept my family fed during the hard years when we didn't have much else. My grandma ate them every day and made it to 96. I figure if it was good enough for her, it's good enough for me. And last, a tall glass of raw milk with every meal. Straight from the cow, never heated, never messed with. Oh, this one really gets the experts worked up. They say it's dangerous, full of bad bacteria. I just smile and tell them, honey, your whole body is full of bacteria. More bacteria than human cells. Your gut needs that good stuff to work right. I've been drinking raw milk since I was 6 years old. That's 97 years now, and I'm still waiting for the trouble to show up. Real milk is thick, creamy on top, and it tastes like something alive. What they sell in stores is dead, heated up, stripped down, put back together like some kind of science project. I call it expensive water. So that's my day every day. Breakfast, 3 eggs, 2 potatoes, glass of milk. Lunch, half a pound of paneer, 2 potatoes, glass of milk. Dinner, 3 eggs, half a pound of paneer, 2 potatoes, glass of milk. No snacks, no sweets, no cheat days, no mixing it up just for fun. Yeah, it sounds boring, I know. But you know what's really boring? Being 60 years old and needing a handful of pills just to get out of bed in the morning. What's exciting is still being able to walk, think clearly, and take care of myself at 103. Here's the truth most folks don't want to hear. Your body doesn't need 100 different foods. It needs real nutrients. We've been tricked into believing we need exotic fruits from the jungle, fancy powders, and 20 different supplements. It's all just selling. My great-grandmother ate pretty much the same thing every day. Farm wives did the same for generations. They were strong. They raised big families, worked hard, and stayed healthy. Now people eat 70 different things a week and can barely make it up 1 flight of stairs without breathing hard. The problem isn't too little variety. The problem is too little real food. Back in the 1950s, some smart men decided fat was the villain. They had no real proof, but they said it anyway. Told everyone to stop eating eggs, butter, replaced it all with sugar, white flour, and cheap oils. And what happened? People started getting fatter, sicker, more diabetes, more heart trouble, more cancer. Instead of admitting they might have been wrong, they just kept making new diets. Low this, high that, keto, paleo, vegan, whatever. Everyone's got a book, a program, a product to push, and people keep getting sicker. I've watched this whole show for over 100 years. The folks who live the longest and stay sharpest, they keep it simple. They find what works and they stick with it. My old friend George made it to 101 eating oatmeal and almonds every day for 60 years. My husband Robert got to 95 eating the same 2 eggs and toast for breakfast, day after day. People would ask, "Aren't you bored?" He'd just smile and say, "Bored? I'm still here. That's exciting enough for me." The happiest old folks I've known all had one thing in common. They stopped chasing every new trend. They found their few simple foods and stayed with them. They didn't spend the days worrying about macros or counting calories. They just lived. But food is only part of it. You can eat my 4 foods perfectly and still get sick if your heart is full of bitterness. I saw it with my own eyes. Walter down the street ate clean, exercised, read all the health books, gone at 68 from cancer. What really killed him wasn't the food, it was the anger he carried for 40 years over some family money fight. He hauled that hate around like a heavy sack of rocks. The cancer was just how it showed up. What actually keeps you alive is having a reason to get up in the morning. I still wake up at 5:30 because there's a garden that needs tending, a neighbor that needs this fence fixed, and my great-granddaughter who calls me every Tuesday. I've got reasons. You need people, too, real people, not numbers on the screen. People who sit with you when you're scared. People who tell you the truth, even when it stings. And you need peace in your heart. That means forgiving folks, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve to be free. I carried anger at my own mother for decades. When I finally let it go, nothing changed about what she did, but everything changed inside me. I felt lighter. I felt free. Life is gonna hurt sometimes. You're gonna lose people you love. You're gonna cry. But if you can still find a reason to laugh even through the tears, you'll make it. When my husband Robert passed 10 years ago, I sat in the kitchen the next day sobbing like a baby. My granddaughter walked in and didn't know what to say. I looked up at her and said, "He always told me I'd be lost without him. Looks like the old man was right." We both started laughing through the tears, then cried some more, then laughed again. That's how you keep going. I don't have a lot of time left. Could be tomorrow, could be next year. So I'm going to be straight with you. You're wasting precious days, not just because of what you're eating, though a lot of you probably are. You're wasting them because you're always waiting. Waiting to feel healthy before you really start living. Waiting to have more money before you take that trip. Waiting to lose the weight before you ask that person out. Waiting for someday. Let me tell you about someday. It never comes. I had a friend named Betty, sweet woman, worked with me at the phone company back in the 60s. She was always saying, just 10 more years and I'll retire, move to the coast, open a little bakery, and make pies every day. She talked about it for decades. You know where Betty is now? She's in the ground. Passed at 62, 2 years before she could retire. Never saw the ocean from her own porch. Never baked those pies. She spent 40 years waiting to live. Don't be Betty. The reason I eat the same 4 foods every day isn't only about staying healthy. It's about freedom. When your food is simple, your whole life gets simpler. I don't stand in the kitchen for an hour wondering what to cook. I don't waste money on fancy ingredients. I wake up, I know exactly what I'm eating, I eat it, and I get on with my day. That leaves room for the things that really matter. Sitting with people I love, working in my garden, thinking quiet thoughts. You young folks today are drowning in choices, 600 kinds of cereal, apps that plan your meals based on your DNA, and you're more stressed and confused than ever. Food doesn't need all that. You need protein, good fat, some carbohydrates, and real vitamins and minerals. My 4 foods give me all of that. Everything else is just noise. If I could go back and talk to myself at 30, I'd say, stop chasing so hard, stop working so many extra hours, stop bringing work home every night. I missed too many dinners with my own kids, missed my daughter's dance recital, missed quiet evenings with my husband, all for a little more money or a pat on the back. None of that matters when you're old. What matters are the moments I could never get back. Find your simple foods, eat them every day, then go live. Tell the people you love that you love them today, not someday. I waited too long with my sister Margaret. We had a silly argument in our 40s and didn't speak for 3 years. She died suddenly at 53. I never got to say I was sorry. I never got to say I loved her. Don't carry that kind of regret. Let go of the grudges, too. Life is too short to walk around angry. Forgive people for your own sake. That anger is poison, and you're the one swallowing it every day. I've seen 2 world wars. I've lived through 18 presidents. I've watched the whole world change in ways I never dreamed possible. But some things never change. Your body needs real food. Your heart needs real people. Your soul needs real purpose. That's the whole secret. Everything else is mostly noise. Eat your simple food. Love your people while they're still here. Forgive quickly. Find something worth waking up for. And for heaven's sake, stop waiting. There is no perfect time. There is only now. I eat the same 4 foods every single day because it works, because it's simple, because it gives me the strength to do what actually matters. The doctors can't figure it out because they're looking for something complicated, but the answer has been right in front of us the whole time. Now go fry yourself some eggs, and while you're at it, call your mama. This is Mabel Rose Thompson, 103 years young, still here, still kicking, still eating my damn eggs. Take care of yourself out there.